Welcome to the Not Nerd Show. I'm Nate Heath, and we are here to help you tech better. Here with me, as always, Mr. Dave Baylor.
Hello, sir. It's good to see you
Hello.
today. And I do want to apologize because the background is kind of a mess. I mean, if you were to look closer, there's like a bunch of iPods and
Ugh.
phones laying across there and cables and whatnot. So please show some grace as I continue to revamp my studio. And Nate, my friend, am excited to talk to you this evening about. I want to see
As
what
you should
hat you're
be.
wearing. I'm very excited to see what hat you're wearing. I do want to kind of talk about your background. It's pretty cool. We're going to do, of course, tips and tricks, just the headlines, our picks of the week, and more. And boy, do we got some picks of the week for you. Let me scroll down real quick, see what you got lined up here.
Mhm.
Let me just see if it's good. Oh boy. Ooh,
Yeah.
a very on brand, I shall say.
Yeah. I've got a newer product to
Yes.
talk about.
Yes, you do, my
Oh,
friend.
yes. Yes, indeed. Well, yeah, let's get into it. So, my hat this week, Dave, I think you saw this one. I was in the same building as you when I got it. It is
Okay.
not the one from Hey Grandma, but it is.
Oh, there it is. CGC video games. And
Yes.
and people will be surprised to know that you got that for free.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes, at the Retro Gaming Expo. Now, Panini, if you're in the card
Panini.
collecting world, you've probably heard of Panini. They are a card grading. So if you have a Pikachu first series
Mm,
Pokemon card, but you want to get it
yeah.
rated so that people know, oh, I think it's a 10-point scale. This is a mint 10.0. Well, I did not know until I came to this booth that there is another rating company,
Yeah.
CGC. So they do grading of cards.
They're big in the comic book world. They are
Oh,
the headliner for comic book grading. And it's probably comic book grading company is probably what that stands for, something like that.
there you
But
go.
here I'll give you a little taste of. It's not very big, but they're we're at the couch with the
Yeah,
TV
some
at
retro
the
games.
retro games place. I went over there and played a little game. So they had
Yeah.
some cool stuff set up. There's Alex that's there. I don't know what else I've got lined up here. Oh, I had a I made a fun little video of us um, again. Well, let's go sideways. Let's see. Hold on. Real time,
Oh,
real time work here.
real time auto.
It's it's playing loud.
Oh, there it is. Pops
It
it up to the top.
kind of
That's fine.
goes
Don't move it and ruin it. But yeah, we hit the Retro Gaming Festival at the Oregon
retro
Convention Center. We
nerds.
went Friday. Now, we did learn that in the future, we probably
We
don't want to
got
go on
Nate,
Friday. We
we
probably
got
want to go on
Jared,
Saturday or
we
Sunday
got
because
Alex, and we got.
there is a chunk of the show that does not exist on Friday.
Yeah, they kind of wait. They save some stuff for the big day. I think it helps big developers get another day to set up, but it is kind of disappointing for those of us who want to go a little earlier in the week
Yeah.
and check things out. So
Yeah, I think Friday there was still a really good crowd and we had a good time. Tons of stuff to still see, but I think Friday is really for the buyers, people that are
mhm.
looking for that game or that system, and they want to get in there on Friday and pick it up before somebody else does. That would be my guess. But yeah, it's a portion of the show. But very fun event. I'm glad we went. Shout out
Yeah,
to Jared and Alex for going along. We had a
it was a
little
good time.
foursome and got to experience all sorts of retro gaming
Yes, we
there.
did indeed.
Nice. Well, a little bit before we get to our main topic, I'm trying to refresh. I think that Samsung is literally doing an event at 7 p.m. Pacific. It's like 3 a.m. South Korea or something.
And
So
we got to cancel the show and go watch that
yeah, yeah.
beauty of a
So
show.
it's the Galaxy XR launch event. So this they announced it earlier in the year, and I think we mentioned it is a very close sibling to the Apple Vision Pro very similar features from what we've seen so far. So they're having an event tonight. So maybe at the end of the show, I'll check back and see if anything has been actually announced yet, because we don't know pricing, we don't know availability. But if you're a big Samsung fan, like our viewers are,
Yeah,
uh,
they are.
you might skip the Vision Pro and go for the Samsung Galaxy XR.
Surely we have. They even copied the name of Apple's XR product.
Yes, yes.
Korea,
Well,
get your copiers ready.
yes, yes. Well, let us get to our main topic. And we were talking about Apple last week. They had announced some different things. There was some very close rumors about a new MacBook or a new something coming out. Well, Wednesday morning, less than 12 hours after we finished the show, you go to the Apple newsroom page and we learned that they have announced their new M5 chip, which came after, what was the last one called, Dave, that they did?
M4, I think.
I think it
M4.
was the 4
Yeah, the
before.
M4. Yeah,
Yeah,
so if you're very adept at naming conventions for tech companies, then you could have probably guessed that this one
yeah,
was going to be the M5, but you know,
yes.
there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a new M5 chip. They did talk about how it's got a lot of, there's a lot of improvements for AI processing. AI is kind of a thing we've heard.
Hmm.
And so they're doing a lot of that and just increased performance. They've been on a pretty steady release cycle of these. I think they started in 2020, and they've just had a new
Sounds right.
one about each year. So they announced some new products along with the M5 chip. The first being a new 14-inch MacBook Pro. So this
Yes.
is the lowest version of the MacBook Pro. So supercharged by M5. They didn't do the 16-inch because I was listening today, somebody talking about the 16-inch has either the M5 Pro or the M5 Max chip,
Hmm.
which they did not announce those yet. So,
It
but
has
I,
the M4 Max or the M4
yes,
Pro.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the previous generations are still selling them, obviously. But if you're
It's
looking for the 16-inch or a more super powered 14-inch, I would wait till the M5 Max or Pro chips.
it's kind of getting hard because an M3 Ultra might very well be better than the M5 normal.
Yes.
So you
Yeah.
kind of have to look at the number of cores and the specs and the memory bandwidth and all those things to really make a determination. It used to be where you could just be like, well, the M4 is better than the M3. And it's like, not always.
Yeah,
Not
with
always.
those other ones, because yeah, think I saw somebody that saying that it might be better than the M1 Ultra, the M5 base, but
Yeah.
for the average user, it's going to be a great chip. And if you want a 14-inch MacBook Pro, there are advantages to the MacBook Pro over the MacBook Air. The cheaper, thinner ones, there are advantages to the Air over the Pros, especially price.
Hmm.
But yeah, the
And
new MacBook
thinness.
Pro, yeah, and the
Yeah.
AI stuff, I did see. I think people started releasing their reviews today. But the next one is the M5 iPad Pro, and it says right there, advanced AI performance and game-changing capabilities.
Ooh, is that a pun? Game
Yeah,
changing because they can play a lot of games on it now?
games. I would guess that that plays into it. But yeah, so those, I think everything comes out tomorrow. So the iPad Pro, the MacBook Pro, and in these reviews, people are saying you don't want to upgrade from the M4 to the M5. It's not that much improvement. But if you're using a computer that's a couple years older, or even still an Intel Mac,
Well,
I mean, these are the latest and greatest, or an older iPad.
I have a sixth generation iPad Pro Max that I bought right when the seventh generation came out because it was heavily discounted because it was last year's model, even though it was current 2 days earlier.
Yes.
So I did that in order to save some money. So going from a 6th to an 8th generation iPad Pro might be a
Yeah.
good idea, but
Yeah.
my money might say otherwise. And that's the
Yes.
thing about iPads, they last so
Yes.
long.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have on I guess I could show you here, but let's see if I can do it without breaking anything. So here is on my desk a is it gonna go? It's not gonna go for some reason, but it's a um, iPad Air, like second generation or something like that.
No.
It's the one Val used to use, and the screen was all gross because the battery was swelling and pushing up on the screen, and so it had this weird after effect thing going on. Well, as I'm touching it right now, the screen and the chassis are separated by about two
Oh,
millimeters, and I'm using it for my clock. It's got
that sounds
my
dangerous, Dave.
my
That
clock
sounds like,
going on there. But I'm just saying they last a long time.
yes.
You can get them to do all kinds of stuff for a very long period of time. So, um, so yeah, your mileage may vary. You may not want to do that, but you
Yes.
could.
Yes. And there was one more product that they announced, the new M5 Vision Pro.
There it is.
And oh,
I
there we
found it.
go. Oh,
So,
geez, Dave, that's a house explosion waiting to happen.
well, we'll see. We'll see.
And
Okay, what was the
hopefully
next
it'll
one that
happen
they?
live on the show. The M5 Vision Pro.
Oh
So
yes,
it's the same thing. They updated the chip. They did release a new strap. So if you remember previously, it came with either the fancy strap on the back or it had a more simple Velcro strap that went over the top.
hmm
Now they've got this dual knit band. Before it was the single knit band. But it's got
yeah,
the
it's got
M5
one on
chip.
the top. And
They're
now,
saying apps.
can you buy the dual bands for
Yes,
yourself?
for $99. Now, I have never
Woo!
had a problem with either of the straps
There we
that
go.
came with mine. It does look like a very nice strap. They've
It's like a
learned some
helmet
things.
almost.
Yeah, yeah. I think I saw a meme of somebody saying that it was just a full on helmet would be next. But yeah, so the apps are supposed to load a little faster and it'll render like 10% more pixels. Now, the one thing a lot
10%
of
more Clooney.
yes. One thing that a lot of people that purchased the original one, like myself, have said is Apple does not have a trade-in program for the previous Vision Pro to the new one, so you just got to buy the new one. But I mean,
You
again,
could sell the
there
old one.
is like I don't know who would be like, "Oh, my Vision Pro is just so tired. I've got to get the new M5 one."
It's only been out
Um,
a year and a half, so it's not
yeah,
like
no, mine still works great. I'm not even tempted by the new one. Same price, so still super expensive. But the Vision Pro has been updated with a new chip. So
how long do you
mm,
think you'll need to use your Vision Pro until it feels like you've got your money's worth?
um I don't know. I mean, I could see for my use case where it's mostly just content consumption. Um I mean,
A long
I
time.
feel like I'm pretty much there now, but I feel like I could get a couple more years out of it. I mean, I don't know where things would go unless they do like a much smaller, lighter one or the glasses or something like that. But
I would think probably like 5 years since it was a $3,500. Think of a laptop that
yeah.
costs over 3 grand. Which I think when you got your last big laptop, it was a few $1,000s because you got a
Oh,
super duper big
yes.
screen and
More
everything.
than a double a few $1,000s. But
Yeah. So
yeah,
you
so
would
let's
expect to
just
use that for
say,
like 5 years.
yeah, let's say 3 times 365. So that would be 3 years, 1,095 days. So then if I say 3,500 divided by
This is
1,095.
riveting
Yes.
podcast.
So about $3 a day to use it for, and I use it probably an average of an hour a day.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
It's
it's a
still got
great
a lot of
device.
good tech in there.
Yeah, it does. And yeah, the cameras didn't change, none of that. So if you were thinking about getting a Vision Pro, you've got a much better option now with the M5 one or a a better option. I'm not going to say much better option,
Yeah,
but
it just has it's the newest state of the art.
yes,
So
yes,
it's much better to buy it now than a month ago when you'd be like,
yes,
man, this thing's getting a little long in the tooth. But now they've got a refreshed version. So
yes,
there you
yep.
go.
But yeah, so those were the 3 products. There's still a lot of rumors around Apple TVs and possibly home speakers or something else.
Hmm.
I don't know if I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, are they going to do Wednesday morning tomorrow again? But they just had the embargo lift on all the reviews for those products today. So they're getting a lot of press from that. So I think they could wait another week and maybe do a home type announcement. But they had a non-product announcement this week. They've just been going crazy. A couple of them actually. The first one, Apple and Formula One ink 5-year exclusive US streaming deal worth about 750 million with an M dollars. Now, I
Worth
think
to
we've
who?
yeah,
Apple or F1?
yes, exactly. But F1 racing, I think we've discussed it before, and neither of us are super interested in it. I don't have a problem with it. I just don't watch it. But maybe now, if they start doing some immersive stuff on my Vision Pro, and I could watch 3D F1 racing,
That'd be cool.
yeah.
If there's like, they've described it before, and maybe there was actually an app that somebody developed that got pulled down. But imagine you're watching it, and on the floor, you see a 3D
Oh
model of
yeah,
the track with little flags where the cars are. So in real time, you can see where they're at on the track.
where
Like stuff
everybody's
like
at
that would totally get me involved into
involved.
F1
Yeah,
if I could
yeah.
see cool AR
I
stuff
should
like
check
that.
out that app and see if I can do anything with it.
I thought they
But
pulled it down because of copyright, but maybe not.
oh, I don't know. And one more piece of news that will probably might actually apply to some people as opposed to spending thousands of dollars on products or watching F1 racing. Apple and NBC Universal introduced the Apple TV and Peacock bundle. One subscription available October 20th unlocks both services complimentary, not compliment, well,
Not free.
complimentary.
Yeah.
Yes,
They
mix of
complement one another.
yes, there we go. Thank you. Of award-winning originals, blah blah blah. Apple TV and Peacock will each provide an extensive sampling of each other's shows and their apps. Um, so the first of the kind bundle, 14.99 per month for Apple TV and Peacock Premium, or Apple TV and Peacock Premium Plus for 19.99 per month. Apple One subscribers, which applies to us on the family and premier plans, can subscribe to Peacock Premium Plus and receive a 35% discount. So that would be interesting. If you
So
were going to
what's
pay for
that?
Peacock, you would
Let's
go,
see.
what is it?
20
$10, 35%
times
off.
35. $7 off?
Well,
The
that would be
$20.
off the how much is just regular Peacock Premium? Peacock Triple P.
Well, I thought you
Uh,
could only do it off the Premium Plus.
yes,
If
the
it's off the
premium
other one,
PPP.
it's
Peacock. Oh, I copied the wrong thing.
$5.
Peacock Premium Plus. Nate trying to type
Right
during the
now I'm
live show.
paying, I don't have the Hulu. Well, do I have the Hulu Disney bundle? I think I do. It was the,
I can't remember which ones I have right now.
well, it canceled because I was at the end of a term and then the price was going to go
Oh,
up. And then, everybody's jumping ship because they blocked Jimmy Kimmel. But I was able to sign up on an email for $3.99 a month for 6 months. And
uh,
so it goes through
yeah. Oh,
another,
yeah.
I was already on that plan when
Yes.
all that craziness happened. So I was just still on it. And so when it comes up, I'm going to look for another deal that costs me less than $5 a month. So this
Yes.
you know, might be an option, but we'll see.
If you need premium, I don't watch enough of this stuff, but
We
for
watch
people
Hulu
that
a
do,
lot, but
yeah,
we don't have to. We don't have to. There's nothing there that I have to watch. I mean, it's
no, you just
optional.
do because you've got it. And with one last thing before we wrap up our main topic is Apple. I saw this yesterday. Apple's stock price reaches new all-time high. So yesterday it was up to $264.38 on the intraday market. So yeah, people that say, I love those people that say Apple is doomed.
Yeah.
And it's at 262.77 currently.
Well,
Um,
full disclosure, do not take any investment advice from us, and I believe both of us do own many stocks, including Apple. So
yes,
either
it
listen
is.
to us or don't, because we have
Yeah,
an invested, you
it's
know.
it's been a very good investment for me. I have very little of it, but it has gone up a lot over the years that I've had it. But
Hmm.
that does not give me any expertise in financial advice because I've had plenty of investments that have not done well or gone to zero or any of that good stuff. But yeah, pretty interesting. I think their market cap is getting up close to $4 trillion with a
That
T.
is a lot.
Yes,
A
yes.
lot.
Well, you know what else is a lot?
I have no idea.
Dave's pro tip of the week.
Well, I hope I have one this week. We'll see if I can get everything to work.
Oh, yes.
How many times, Nate, have you gotten a phone call and you're like, I'm too busy. I look at me. I'm a busy guy. I don't have time for this. So you let it go to voicemail or whatever, and then 3 days go by and you're like, oh, Home Alone face.
Well, 99.5% of the time that happens.
Yeah.
99.5%.
Well, what
I
if I
am
told you?
horrible about that.
What if I told you that you could get a callback reminder for a missed call? Okay.
Oh, I like
So
it.
this is going to involve your iOS device, predominantly your iPhone, since it is a phone. Although, is there a phone app on iPad now? I think there might
Yes, I
be.
believe there is.
But we're talking about the phone today. So you're going to want to go into your phone call app. You're going to tap the calls or the recents, sorry, the recents tab. And then on my screen at the top, there's all, and I'll load it up here real quick. There's all or there's missed. And you're going to want to go over to the
Mhm.
missed calls. And now I've curated my list of recents here. You'll notice some of them go way back to March because I didn't want to put any real phone calls in there.
Yes.
These are just spam calls from people. So there's one from Nate, who's a big spammer, of course, but a
Yes.
bunch of unknown, no caller ID garbage. But they'll still work the same way. So once you're in the recents missed calls list, and of course, you have to be running iOS 26. This is not available on iOS 18 or earlier. So let's just take the top one for example. We have unknown caller, and I'm going to swipe from the right to the left. And here we go. It will reveal there's delete. If I keep going, it'll delete. But look, a new little bubble pops up. Two new bubbles, by
Bubble.
the way. But I'm going to click the blue one that looks like a little clock, and it says remind me in an hour,
Oh,
remind me tonight, remind me tomorrow, or remind me later. And that will allow you to specify exactly when
no.
you want the reminder. So now how much would you pay, Nate? Huh?
Lots. Lots.
So
All the monies.
yeah, so now you can go in there to your missed calls and say, you know what, in an hour, send me a little alert, and then I'll remember to call that person back. And it's just as you'd expect with Apple, it's nice. You just click a couple buttons and you're calling the person back. So, anyway, it's a neat feature. Not anything that I'll ever really want to use because I don't like talking on the phone and I don't
Yeah.
want you to call me. And if you do, talk to my voicemail so I can email you or text you back later. But for those who maybe it's your business line, or maybe you've got kids calling you all the time, or maybe you have elderly friends or parents that you need to be in
Yeah.
contact with and not miss a call with, or maybe you're a kid off at college and you need to remember to call mom back to send you
Yes.
some laundry and some money. So who knows? Various use cases, but it could be simpler. Swipe, tap, log. It's great.
Nice. I like it. Well, that must mean it is time for everyone's favorite segment, Just the Headlines.
I apologize. That is the wrong. That is the wrong button. But I do apologize. There's a delay on my sound effects, and so
No.
if you see me start to react before the music, it's because there's like a second delay. But you know what?
Yes.
Of all the things that could go wrong, that's one of the least problematic. Yeah, look at it. Look, you know what's coming up next Friday, Nate?
Yes, I
Not this
do.
coming Friday, the
No.
next Friday, Halloween. And it's starting to look a lot like Halloween out there. The leaves have fallen. It's been spooky. A few, 3 or 4, 5 days ago, I was driving to work. It was even foggy in the morning, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
in the mist and the fog. So, I mean, it's getting creepy out there. And for those of you on the other side of the planet, it is currently 56.1 degrees outside with a 74% humidity. And I figured this out. This is follow up from last time. Do we have a follow up button?
Oh,
We don't. I said 30, millibars for pressure. It's actually inches of mercury. So we're at 30.05 inches of mercury. What that means, you can go online and find that out yourself. But there you go.
yes. Yes. And hey, Grandma has entered the chat. She said,
Oh,
"Hey guys, I was on at 6:30 and it didn't look like you were doing the show tonight. I finally gave up, but here you are." Yes, I
let's talk
forgot to
about
do something.
let's talk about this for a minute. Hey, Grandma, we started the show maybe 2 minutes late, and you already noped out of there. I
Well,
mean,
she's usually early. I will give her credit because she is usually early to the live show. And the reason we were late is I had not done my part to set it up in YouTube prior, which I apologize. Hey, Grandma, that
mhm.
was a critical mistake on my part, but we did make it live.
Well, another thing that you may not realize, hey, Grandma, is that the show does not automatically go live. We have to, I have to go into a thing and then click a thing and then click another thing and then click another thing. And so if there's any failure in that chain of events, it will be delayed. So
Yes. Yes, but that
anyway,
is
but
why
thank
I
you.
typically set it up so that you can be waiting for us, so that
Yeah,
I will not forget to do that
I
again as
see.
I hit my microphone and
Yeah.
make loud noises.
So I understand now. She typically has a waiting room that she goes
Yes.
to, and that was not there. So I
Yeah.
understand. I
Yeah.
would be a little concerned as well, but we do appreciate every time you tune in,
Yes.
and and it looks a little echoey there in the chat tonight.
Yes,
If
yes.
anybody else
It was
wants to,
probably because it is my fault. I did not get things set up correctly that,
that's
just
okay.
when we think we get it all figured out.
Hey, that's okay because I want to remind you guys to tune in later. We have this on YouTube. Go to our website, go to Not Picks, take a look. And Nate's going to show us what you should also do: like and subscribe so that you get notified or that
Yeah.
you can know when this
And you
stuff's
could
going live.
if you ring that bell, you will know exactly when we go live to be able to
Yeah,
join us. So,
ring that bell. And what
but
we're talking about is on the YouTube page. There's a little bell there that's a little,
yes,
ethereal
yeah,
if you don't know what we're talking about.
yes,
So
and
yes, but anyway, we are there, and
yes,
we do appreciate those who do join
we're
us.
here now. Sorry that that issue arose, but to make up for it, we will do just the headlines.
Paxos mistakenly issues $300 trillion of PayPal stablecoin, exceeding global currency supply.
Steve Jobs to be honored on 2026 American Innovation $1 coin.
Charmin announces new toilet paper roll designed to last up to a month. Come to my house and see.
Kohler Kohler unveils a camera for your toilet.
DOJ, the Department of Justice, seizes 15 billion with a B in Bitcoin from massive pig butchering scam based in Cambodia.
Lawyer caught using AI while explaining to court why he used AI.
And finally, the number 6 and 7 are making
Six,
life
seven.
what?
Just go with it.
Are making life hell for math teachers.
6-7 for the kids, for the youths, and
I have
those
no idea.
are just the headlines.
Now,
You
does this have anything to do with why 6, because 7, 8, 9?
it is mythical why 6-7. There's
Hmm.
songs, there's sports numbers, there's all kinds of stuff, but it is just a phenomenon, mostly with the young males that whenever you say 6-7, so like if a teacher has a problem and the answer is 6-7, everybody goes crazy. It's kind of like the Minecraft movie with the chicken jockey, where it's
And
just something
is
random for
it
kids to go crazy about.
is it similar to older immature people who when a certain number comes up they're like nice?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
yeah.
I
So
gotcha.
there you go. We don't have a listener mail, but I am going to use this time for a quick public
Mm.
service announcement with something I have been dealing with the last several days.
Maybe the music's not
Uh,
appropriate.
um, please, folks, do not use your work email address as your personal email. I have a client who has an employee that is no longer employed, but had the entire life, including an Android smartphone, all tied to their work email. So, yeah, it just,
Why?
you can,
Don't do this.
yeah, different people, it's like, oh, they don't care too much about technology. But yeah, no matter how secure, even if you're the owner of a company, keep a separate email address because you never know. Maybe you'll sell the company. Maybe you never know what's going to happen. Have your own personal email address. Use Gmail, use Outlook. Don't use
Maybe you'll
Yahoo.
get
Don't use Hotmail.
maybe you'll
Uh,
get hacked and your company email gets taken over
yeah,
and you can't get to your bank
yeah,
because
yes, yes. This person had it for their bank, their phone, their everything was tied to this work email. So, for the IT professionals and for you yourself, don't use your work
mm.
email for all your personal stuff.
And
Keep
remember, you may not care about technology, but technology doesn't care about you either.
Yes, yes. And in the wise words of
It will hurt you.
Offspring, you got to keep them separated.
Yes. So true. What a
Yes,
poet. What a
yes, yes.
philosopher.
Well, let us move on to the takes of the week. And I just realized, and I'm glad I realized that my computer is not currently plugged in. That's
That's
uh,
important. I mean, I'm assuming your internet's working because I see you,
yes,
but having power is very
yes,
important.
power. Yes, yeah. A long story we don't have time for because we've got to talk about. We should teased it at the top. There was a massive
Oh,
Amazon Web Services uh,
so massive.
breakdown yesterday, Monday morning. I mean, a good chunk of the internet just was not working because, as we've discussed, Amazon Web Services, many, many, many companies rely on their cloud computing. You can purchase servers, virtual servers, all this different stuff. Uh, but Amazon had some issues because they use their own services.
Yeah.
Snapchat, Disney Plus, Reddit, Canva. I think Microsoft, who has their own cloud services, still had some issues.
Here's the thing.
Um,
I wonder if the problem that we were experiencing this evening that I was sharing with you has something to do with AWS. I was like, well, surely they're using Azure, but maybe they are still using AWS for their
yeah.
stuff. But yes, this provided big problem for us. I'm at my home, my sacred space, and
Mhm.
I'm doing my daily routine of waking up and looking at social media, as all of us
Oh,
should do. It's
yes.
more important than reading the Bible or whatever, or talking to your spouse. Get on the social media. And I'm like, I'm on Reddit and it's like error, error, error. And I was like, what's going on with this? Then I look at my email and stuff, and then people start texting me, and it's like, oh, the software we use to manage our company or our organization is not
Mm,
working right now. Should I send out an email? And I'm like, oh, I'll send out an email. And then I start to put all the pieces together. I'm like, okay, the news that I saw, huge AWS outage, and then software is not working. I'm like, aha, we have a
Yes.
winner. So yeah,
Yes.
it affected our CMS. It affected um, probably Microsoft stuff for us. I mean, I wasn't aware, but it probably did at
Yeah.
some aspect. Everything, Canva. We use
Yeah.
Canva for some
Lyft,
stuff.
New York Times was
Yeah,
down, Ring
everything.
doorbells, Robinhood, Snapchat, and they don't mention it here, T-Mobile,
Oh,
Venmo.
Robinhood. Robinhood is one that I had trouble with too.
Okay.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I'd
and
open it up, but there's no data. I was like, this is weird.
yeah, I opened up a couple, I was trying to do something IT related in the morning, and I was actually opening a ticket with a company, and they had a notice on there. Some things might be affected by the AWS outage, and I was like, they are not getting back to my support ticket anytime soon. The crazy one that I saw people talking about, and actually saw a X on X from the CEO of 8 Sleep, which
Mm.
they advertise on a lot of podcasts. So it's a smart bed that can heat and cool and
Yeah.
lift and lower and firm and unfirm, these super high tech, super cool beds. They just stopped working. So he was apologizing. Sorry if you weren't able to sleep because your bed got too hot. Or I saw somebody said that their bed lifted up and the heat turned way up in the middle,
What?
while they're sleeping.
Why does a bed need to connect to the internet to
Yeah.
function?
Yeah.
This
I did.
seems like a you problem, whoever bought that product.
Yes, yes, and who knows the accuracy of it, but I saw somebody else related to that posting that, "Why does my bed need to transmit, like, 8 gigs of data per month to a server?" And it's like, yeah,
Well,
it
we know
should
the
not.
answer. They take the data and they sell it to other
Yes.
people and make money off of you.
Yeah, so that was a major, major outage that caused a lot of problems. I saw some number this afternoon about just the billions of dollars in, lost productivity and cost of sales to people. But oh man, these cloud services, they keep getting bigger and bigger, and more people are reliant now. Much like our story last week when we were talking about um, the South Korea server with what, 800 terabytes of government data that burnt, the building burned. Why
Yeah.
why doesn't AWS have some redundancy? They do have servers around the country and you can select which server you want to use, but man, to have this was the East Coast server,
Hmm.
East Coast 2 or whatever it was. So anything that used that server, I guess the UK government was using it for stuff and they were
To
having
spy on
issues.
Americans.
Yeah, exactly. But oh man, it is a good reminder that one backup is none backup.
That's true. That's true, Nate. I was reading some stuff, but that's true. You can't move forward unless you back up. Behold the power of backup. You got to
Yes.
back up, and one
Yeah.
backup is not enough.
Yes, and I did miss Hey Grandma's chat that when I said to make up for it, we were going to do just a headline. She said, I thought you were going to say that you were going to start the show over just for me, which we should have. Hey
We
Grandma,
should
you've
have.
earned that. And
That's what I was reading over here.
yes, and she also said, Train Guy was in school. Good thing the server issue didn't happen in the afternoon. No Roblox, we would have
Oh,
had a problem. Oh, yes.
that's no good. No Roblox.
No, no. And
Wow.
speaking of schools, I believe
Hmm.
it was Emmanuel that joined our live chat last week
Yeah.
and subscribed to the channel like you all should. He mentioned the Veritas AI program, which I think I had heard of, but I hadn't really looked into it. But this is a AI program for high school students founded and run by Harvard graduates. Um,
Wow.
but they've got 650 students
Keep in
currently.
mind, Conan O'Brien is a Harvard graduate,
Yeah,
so
yeah. There's a wide range of Harvard grads, but they have 100 plus mentors and 650 students. So what they do is they have these programs or this program to learn the fundamentals of AI from researchers and practitioners, build a real world project in groups of 3 to 5 students. And what a cool program to be able to, while you're in high school, get this cutting edge stuff, and to be able to put that on your college resume or even going straight into the workforce and say, hey, you know what? I graduated and created this project in AI. So it's more than just using AI and what you type into Chat GPT or what picture you create with Sora or your videos or anything. It's actually building AI stuff and learning the inner workings, which I just think
Yeah.
is super cool.
Yeah. It sounds great.
Yeah.
Um, I wish things like this existed when I was in school and I could do it online. Man, I would have taken advantage of all this stuff.
Yeah, I do remember, I believe I was in elementary school and OMSI had a programming class that I took. And we did like, I think it was logo. And you made like the turtle move on the screen or something like that. I
Mm.
mean, we're talking the 80s here.
What? How
um,
old are you?
the 2080s, I mean,
Oh yeah.
but in high school, actually, too, I did go to a polytechnic high school, so it was they had a lot of cool programs. But there was an Intel program that we got to go to and learn about Intel back in the 90s and see where they made the chips back when they had the bunny suits on
That's
those
cool.
commercials, if you're old enough to
Mm-hmm.
remember. And they had a bunch of people come in. That was the first time I ever saw a digital camera. This was like 92, 93. They had a big old digital camera with the floppy disk, and it was, 50 pixels by 50 pixels. But yeah, more of these programs where you're getting kids excited about this type of stuff and technology and just thinking and learning. I love it.
Yeah,
Um,
good stuff.
yes. And our next take, I guess it's a security and privacy story, but I wanted to
Oh, I got a button
discuss
for that.
the Louvre heist. I don't know
That's
if
loud.
people saw this at the Louvre in France, but raises decades old questions about museum security. And I guess their cameras weren't working and they
They
just,
answered it. They don't have any.
yes, yeah. Um, they did not have the best stuff, and the director decades ago warned the museum security was fragile after a painting by French master Camille Corot was stolen in broad daylight in 1998. But yeah, it's a lot of recommendations for some better security. But I do have another link in the show notes there that talks about it because it's just crazy. These guys had a ladder truck that they rolled up to the building and put it up to the second floor. If you go down to the next image there, that shows you where it happened.
Oh
But
yeah.
there's the truck. They just put it up to a window, broke the window. They entered
Got
this
in.
hallway, stole a bunch of stuff. They did trigger some security things, but they,
I mean, it
ran
takes a
in.
long time for them to
Yeah,
respond.
grabbed the stuff, went back down the ladder, had a couple guys on motorcycles waiting for them, and they were out of there. And they still haven't found them, as far as I know. But
Where'd they get the
um,
ladder truck from?
I
They
that's a
rented
good
it under a
question.
fake name or
Yeah,
something, maybe?
U-Haul stole it or something. But man, in their haste to leave, the robbers dropped a ninth item, so they got 8 precious items: royal sapphire necklace, royal emerald necklace, and a diadem worn by Empress Eugenie, the wife of Napoleon III. But they dropped a Empress Eugenie's crown, which features 1,354 diamonds, 1,136 rose cut diamonds, and
What?
56 emeralds. That is a heck of a crown. And I guess, but Dave, here's the question: what do you do with this stuff?
Well,
Who do you put it on eBay?
I would not do that. I mean, again, just like with my financial advice, don't take my
Yes.
advice if you're a thief, but I would think eBay would not be the place to do it. Honestly, there's black markets for these type of art things where there's ultra
Yeah.
wealthy. Be looking for shipments coming into Mark Zuckerberg's palace in
Yeah.
Hawaii. Um, uh,
Elon Musk's
who's the Allen
ex
guy that
headquarters.
owns basketball teams?
Oh,
Paul
Mark
Allen.
Cuban. Oh, Paul
Paul
Allen.
Allen. Those guys are a little weird and mysterious, and just no matter how much money they have, they just want more and more money. So check with those guys
Yeah.
and see if they get any small boxes in the UPS or something like that. They'll
Yeah.
display it in their office.
Yeah, and his
Yeah.
"Hey, grandma" said, "Truly unbelievable." Yeah, just to think, I mean, to pull how do you even start planning? I mean, we've all seen Oceans 11, 12, and maybe you saw 13,
But
but how do you even start planning something like this? And you're like, "You know what?
here,
A ladder truck and a window on the 2nd floor.
yeah,
We've got this done."
it's pretty easy. It's like my uncle owns a ladder truck company. Let's go steal it, break a window, and grab stuff.
Uh,
There is no step three.
yes. It just makes sense. Well, let us get to our bonus odd take. I kind of had to click a couple links. It originally came from cotkey.org, where a lot of ours do, but I found
Mm-hmm.
this link from Board Panda, and I think we probably had some similar stuff, but it says this one is updated October 15th, 2025. But what these are a bunch of photos that you might look at them and go, oh, that's photoshopped. But these are unedited photos, and they've added some new pics on here. So the cat sitting in front of the window, and you go, "Oh, how did he get polka dot?" Well, he's sitting in front of a polka
It's
dot
a
window.
stained glass thing. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Number two, if you roll down, yeah. Oh, look at those waves crashing in, Dave. And then you scroll down a little
Oh,
further.
those are clouds.
Those are clouds.
Whoa.
And then
Wow, unreal, says Barbara Wilcock. That is your real name?
yes. Who's commenting on Board Panda? A cool photo looking out from a North Face tent. They should pay to use that in some advertising.
They should. That's
Uh,
cool.
very scenic.
Th-
Trees hiking on a volcano.
yeah. What do we got left here? This is a number
Oh, this
one
one.
picture. Yeah, I've seen
Uh,
stuff like this
yeah,
before.
yeah, where it's just that perfectly lined up, and you're just like, that can't really,
It looks like
really
there are
be
four
happening.
photos. Each
Yes.
quadrant has a
Yeah.
different subject, but it's actually one photo that's aligned very meticulously to make it look like
Meticulously.
four different photos. So yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen similar ones to that before.
Yeah, but I mean, we are both lovers of taking photos and looking at photos, and just cool. I mean, you kind of sometimes try to line stuff up just right or get a cool perspective,
That's
uh,
hard.
and these are some great examples of that.
Yeah, here's another one. There's two guys standing in a bucket truck. It looks like they're giants because the perspective's weird. But the sky looks like a river, and you scroll down. Oh, that's not a river. That's just
Yeah.
clouds again. Um, this might be something to think about when you are outside and you see something that you can't explain. It's probably a cloud
Yeah.
or a balloon
Yes.
or a
Yes.
drone. It's probably not an alien, you know.
Yes.
So
Yes.
what's this one with the hole in the sky? How's this work?
Does this work for this building? I think maybe the building just
Oh, it has
matches.
a lid. It has a reflective lid on it. I
Ah,
see. So the darker color is a reflection of the area below.
yes.
I think I've seen that building before, actually.
Yeah, very cool. But
Not in
yeah,
real
they've got
life.
50 of these things, and especially for our audio listeners, which this section is riveting, and hopefully you fast forwarded to this point. But go check our show notes. We'll have a link to it from Board Panda. And back to the Louvre. Hey, Grandma said they said the thieves would likely remove the gemstones and try to sell those by themselves, which is much smarter than any of our ideas.
But
Uh,
I mean, I guess if you're a thief, you don't care about history.
yes.
I mean, you're dismantling, it'll never be the same if you do that. You'll never
Yeah.
be able to find all the gems and put them back where they were and all this stuff. You could get new gems and re-outfit it, of course, but
Yeah.
if they ever recover it, which who knows? Who
Who
knows?
knows? But you know what we do know, Dave?
What's that?
Our picks of the week.
That is true. And I've been kind of sitting on this one for a little bit. Kind of wanted to
Ooh.
test it out. Um, so I, as one does, purchased something
Something.
off of Amazon.
What? Huh.
So I didn't take the time to look it up. Maybe you could look it up if you're faster than me. But a while back, several years ago, I purchased the 10-inch Kindle Fire latest version at the point in time, sage green color, and it was my pick of the week. It's probably like 2018, 2019 or something
Oof,
like that.
wow. That might even be pre-not picks. That's so
Maybe.
old.
It was a while ago. Well, the one I just showed you, who wants that piece of crap? I got one that looks completely different. It's blue. Can you believe that?
Oh,
This is the
no.
brand new one, which is identical in every way except for the color and some of the guts on the inside. It does have a better camera. So look how this, I'm getting confused. See how this one's just flat, you know?
Oh,
This
yeah.
one has a camera bump, meaning that it's a
Oh,
little better because it's got more
nice.
optics inside,
More camera.
100% more camera. It's got the same exact screen, I think. I don't know that there's a change, but the screens are very nice on these. They're just
Hmm.
1080 screens. There's not like high res retina, but they're pretty good. Um, and what I appreciate about this is that with my trade in, that green one is going back. It's a trade in.
Oh, okay.
Um, I paid, I think, $60.
Oh, yeah.
$60 plus my trade in. If you look on the website, they're $140 new.
Wow.
But when you trade in your old one, you get a 20% discount plus the trade in price, which is like 25 or $30. And then you start to do some more math and all this stuff. And it was like Amazon deal days or whatever. So anyway, I think it was like $60 I paid out of pocket for this thing. Um, anyway, I've been using it for various things. Now I'll probably get tired of it, and I'll
Yeah.
probably put it on my wall like it was before, and it had my security camera. It just, the green one, it's been my security camera monitor forever. But where else can you get a $60 monitor that runs apps? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's a really inexpensive way to do that setup. But I've got all the hits. I've got all the hits on here. I've got uh, I've got the Shop Amazon app. I've got the
Oh,
App Store. I've got Alexa. I've got
yeah.
Prime Video. I've got Kindle. I've got, oh, but wait, what? There's other apps here. There's some like Netflix and
Yeah.
Disney Plus. There's a bunch of Candy Crush games. You can get those through the store. And then this is not a pick of the week, but this APK Pure that you see there,
Mm.
if you can find an APK file, which is Amazon's uh, application package format,
Yeah.
if you find it on the internet somewhere and you download it and click install and say, yes, I give permission to do this, you can install Android apps on here. Almost
Wow.
everyone I've tried, you don't have to go to the Google Play Store and do all this stuff. So what APK Pure does is they conglomerate all this stuff. And of course, they put it in a different file format. So you have to have their stupid app installed. It's full of ads. But you download the things, click install. It manages it all the installs. It manages all the updates. So I got all kinds of stuff on here. And future pick of the week, um, I'm not going to even mention the name, but let's just say it's on
On the
the
screen.
second to the bottom row next to the Reddit app. Might be
Mm.
something that we've talked about it before, but I was
Yes.
reinvigorated at the retro
Nice.
game show. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
talking to Alex about it, and I said,
Yes.
"Oh, how can I play this?" And I was like, "There's an Android app now. I have an
Nice.
Android-ish tablet, so it
Yes,
works."
yes. So, on your pick, a couple questions. Producer Todd has
Yeah.
entered the chat and says,
Oh boy. Hey, Todd.
"LOL, why does that Kindle product description say made for relaxation, built for relaxation is the correct term. Um, but yeah, the title, newest model built for relaxation.
Because it is a consumption device first and foremost. Look at this
Yeah.
guy's. He's on the toilet or whatever. He's playing Wondery Against Odds game. This gal's also on the toilet, it appears, watching Jury Duty. This
The good old
guy,
bedroom toilet. He's on his
this guy,
outdoor toilet.
this guy has a patio table and a cup of coffee and some Danish on his toilet, reading a book. and this one here, they've got a nice countertop in their toilet, and the person's just watching a movie or something. So it's consumption. You're
Yes.
you're going to get this product, hopefully not paying $140, getting it far less than $100,
Yes.
to watch content on Prime Video, Netflix, Disney Plus. Uh, you could probably put Apple TV Plus on there. Anything, stream your video. Kindle, it's an Amazon product. It's an Amazon
Yeah.
Kindle Fire. Read your Kindle books, read your magazines. I've been experimenting with uploading PDFs and books that are formatted for Kindle just separately. Once I didn't buy in the store, just upload them to my Kindle devices. So you could do that. What else? You can take photos with it and manage photos there if you really like the look of terrible photos. Um, you can. I downloaded Obsidian, which is my text, my note taking management platform that I like. I just downloaded the APK file. It's hard to say. Installed it. There's a Bible app on there. Library Libby is on there.
Oh,
Um, Reddit, like I said. I've even put Google Earth on there, and it runs freaking surprisingly well.
oh,
Get the
nice.
light out of there. My other hand is there. I'm gripping it and trying to touch it at the same time. So I mean, it's
And so
very
you're
responsive.
yeah. And hey, Grandma, she had asked dumb question time, Dave, what is that? Not an iPad, but, and she
No.
said, I kind of get it now. So yes, it's Amazon's version of an iPad, a cheaper
Yes.
product that is Amazon's operating system. And
It's cheaper than an iPad, and it's cheaper than practically any other Android tablet. You could
yeah,
probably find cheaper Android tablets, but the quality is not even going to be close to the same. The screens are going to be terrible, the memory is going to be awful, the battery life is going to be awful. At least with the Amazon Kindle Fire, even though there's layers of uh, Amazon crap on top of it, it's like an Amazon crap sandwich. If you can get past all of their ads and all that, the applications they install that you will never use, I just put them all in a folder and said, see you later. If you can get past all that, it's a great consumption device. And you can even do a little bit of work on it, like with my note taking app and some other applications I put on there, Google Earth or whatever. I mean, you can run some real apps on it. And the latest version, 3 gigs of RAM, which they've been notoriously stingy in the past. 3 gigs will get you enough to run applications, and then 32 gigabytes of storage, which will hold 100 apps probably, depending on how big they are.
yeah.
So I like it, and I got the blue color this time because that's how I roll.
That's how you roll. Very nice. Well, my pick of the week, some of you, like, hey, Grandma, I know she does, might remember back on episode 476 when I picked this little quadrupod from TikTok that I purchased it and I couldn't find it
Quadrupod.
other places. And then on 490, I picked this, the MagSafe version of basically the same thing. Well, I got both of those on TikTok. A lot of people aren't on TikTok, the TikTok shop. They don't want to shop there, whatever the reason. Well, you're in luck, folks, because today,
China.
China, I present to you the NEEWER selfie stick with detachable Bluetooth remote shutter, lightweight foldable travel tripod, quadrupod for iPhone, for YouTube, TikTok, vlogs, live streaming, photography, Black P15. So this is the P15. Now I'll give you a quick reminder. It's got this little adjustable thing here where you can clamp your phone in. Both of these clamps have cold shoe mounts on them, so you can put
Wow.
accessories. It rotates, and then you can lock it in. It's got this thing here I take off, but it is a quad pod. So
Cool.
it's got 4 legs. Count
Wow.
them,
It's
not your
like a
normal
horse.
tripod. And then you can extend it up so you get some length on it for your selfie stick, for a tripod. And then it's got right here a little Bluetooth remote that you can pop out of there very easily.
I can tell.
And then if you're using it in selfie stick mode, this was the thing I didn't realize on my original one. There's this little nub in here where you put it in there. So when you're holding it, you've got your little shutter release. You can hold it out. This you can adjust to different angles and tighten it. I mean, this device, I have a lot of tripod selfie sticks, phone holders, cages, devices. This one, it's so small. I can put this in my pocket. I can carry it around with me. And I have used this more than any other tripod device. But now you don't have to go to TikTok. You can go to Amazon, and for just $11 to under $11, $10.99, you can get one of these 4.5 stars on 311 ratings. I cannot tell you, besides saying newer on the front, the difference between my original one and this one. They are the exact same products. Now, I might have gotten this one a couple bucks cheaper on TikTok,
So what you're
but we
saying
love
is
newer.
NEEWER just screen printed their name over a
Yes,
Chinese thing. Yeah.
which they do make some of their own products, but I have also seen there are products they have that they just screen print, like our microphones that we
Or they're
have. Mine are the
slightly
exact,
different. Yeah.
yeah, exact same thing, but then it just
My
says newer
full
on it.
aim and your NEEWER are
Yes,
exactly the
yes.
same. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but newer,
Well, good.
they're a good company, and for 11 bucks, I mean, I've gotten so much use out of these things. That I got, and I might have even gotten this one a little cheaper from newer, but they do have some different models there that I didn't check out. Uh-oh, I'm gonna have to go shopping here.
Uh-oh.
Looks like it's just some of their, oh, I own most of these. It's their other types of tripod devices, but
Hmm.
for portability and
Can't go wrong.
functionality, I mean, it is everything you need right there. So you can buy that. And if you would like either of our products, yours is definitely available on Amazon, and mine is too. You can go over to notpicks.com, which you guys keep doing. I appreciate it. You go through there, find something you want, leave a review on something you know about. You just click on it, and then you can go right over to Amazon, and we make a couple pennies off your purchases.
And there's those lights back there that you can
Oh,
see on the
yeah.
Not Picks right there, the
Yeah,
second
right
item.
there. And I've got my, where'd my MagSafe? And I've got it right here, my pick from last week, in
Yeah.
its nice little travel case, and tons of stuff. What did I say earlier, Dave? I was looking at the Not Pick site. We have 380. Let me see. I've got it here. 371 picks
Wow.
listed on Not Picks, and we'll have 373 by the end of the night tonight. And one of my lights just went out, so hopefully I'm still looking okay.
I see them
Yeah.
back there. They're still on. They're
Yeah, yeah. One of my
the
other lights,
fireplace.
possibly a future pick of the week, also
Hmm.
from newer. But
Yeah.
we do have a Ramazon purchase of the week. I go through those anonymous reports on the affiliate site, and I look, and somebody purchased the Felco F2 pruning shears, 9.25-inch Swiss-made garden clippers for professional pruning, hand pruners for gardening, garden tool cutter with precision bypass blade, aluminum body, replaceable parts. $76.44 for the
Whoa.
F2 model.
Hey, I got, could this be a Hey Grandma purchase?
It could
Maybe.
be.
I think she would be into gardening. I mean, she
Yes.
seems like the type, but I
Now,
don't
I
know.
did notice on this one from Felco, it has 4.8 star rating with 30,137 reviews. That many people have paid 76.44 or associated prices.
Well, the
Uh,
list price is
yeah,
86.35.
yes. And let me do just a quick
Wow.
camel. These have gone up. Man, back in 2011, you could get them
Mm.
for $45.
I
Um,
don't want to blame anything, but it probably starts with a T and ends with an Arif,
yes,
is why the
yes.
price has gone up on these. But yeah,
Well, they
that's,
went up. They started going up in 2021, so that was
so
before the tariffs. But
maybe it's not
yeah,
then.
but these
Something
must be
else.
good pruning shears with that many ratings. That's just crazy, especially for something that high priced. You got to be serious about your gardening. You could upgrade to like the F7. They have F2, F4, F5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 31, and 32. There's a
When
lot
you've
of models
got
of pruning shears.
when you've got pruning shears named after categories of hurricanes and tornadoes,
Yes.
then
Fighter
you
jets.
you know you've got something.
Oh, anvil blade with forged aluminum. Yes.
Aluminium.
Aluminum.
Well, thank
And
you for buying that, whoever mysterious Ramazan purchaser.
yes. And hey,
Is that
grandma said she was finally able to order a red O snap ring for for her phone, based on your pick of the week a couple weeks ago. Those O snap
nice?
rings, which are I don't have mine sitting here, and she said it is my purchase. But how do you guys know when I buy something not on NotPix? Last week it was the twine. So that
Mm,
might be like we talked about, where it does, if you've clicked on a NotPix link, it'll kind of store that for a couple days and say, okay, you still get credit for that. So that might be, or if you just click through NotPix, it tracks that link and says
yeah.
you came to the website through NotPix, even though you didn't buy
That's what they're
specific.
looking for, is who sent the traffic to
Yeah.
Amazon, and that's who gets the credit.
Because we are the salesperson, the sales rep for Amazon,
Hmm.
because we're telling people about products. So when we get them there, we're referring it. So then we get a little tiny commission. But
Yeah.
yeah, really appreciate people going through there and shopping. It is very nice to have that and get a couple dollars coming in every month to support the
Hmm.
show.
Yep.
Ah, well, with
I love
that,
it.
I have talked a lot. We went a little longer than usual. We did get a little bit of a late start.
A little bit
Sorry
of a
again,
late
hey,
start.
Grandma, and to anybody else that missed out on that. But we love talking technology. And there's just when I think, oh, it's going to be a little slow this week, there's tons of news to talk about. So, and we
Always
try to
something.
keep it to news that is stuff that you're going to care about. We could get, trust me, I look at 500 news stories a week. We could get so far into the weeds of stuff that isn't important, or rumors of products from 2 years down the road, and
And let us
foldable
know if there's
iPads
something.
in 2029.
Let us know if there's something that we're not doing that you'd like us to do, or
Yeah.
if there's stuff that, oh wait, or if there's stuff that you're kind of sick of that you want to get rid of. Let us know, and well, maybe we'll make some changes.
Yes, yes. But I do thank you for keeping tuning in. Those that join the live show, that's always fun. But you can always watch it later. You can listen later. But man, you should really be watching later, because there's a lot of visuals we talk about, and it's just more fun that way. You don't have to watch every second, but the opportunity to see things you want to see, you got to watch it. So check us out on YouTube, like, subscribe, and get out there and tech better.
Better.
Er, er,
Is there a
er,
motorcycle going by?
better. Buy it on Amazon through NotPix.